Okay, in this video we're going to look at the testing features that are built into Moodle. So as an example right now we're just working through with my section 4 of my business technology course from last semester. So as you can see, it's not quite your typical Moodle layout that you would see, including the fact that we've got some embedded videos here for flipped classroom use. So first thing we're going to do, anytime we're going to edit the Moodles, we need to turn editing on. Now that we've got the editing turned on, we're going to scroll down and we're going to add in a test to our document processing unit. We'll scroll right down to the bottom and we're going to add an activity. In this case, our activity is going to be a quiz. So we'll give our quiz a name. And we have the option of leaving the description if we want. Of course, we can display our description on the course page if we want, like we have with all of our other modules. And now we set the timing. So we can set the timing of when to open the quiz, so we can actually have this all done ahead of time before students get into the course or into the class. We also have the option to set it for when they go home. So we'll set the quiz to open up, well, let's say tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And we're going to give our students a week to do this. So we'll set it to close on the 31st. And at the end of the school day, so we'll make it 3:15. Now we can also set a time limit so that students can only spend so much time on it. This will keep them from spending too much time looking back through notes or searching up answers on the internet. When time expires, it can either be that attempts must be submitted before time expires or they don't count. We can give them a grace period to submit, but they can't answer any more questions. Or we can set it to just submit automatically. For the grade category, we can just leave it uncategorized. Now the attempts allowed is interesting because we can give them unlimited attempts. We can give them 1 attempt. Usually I like to give my students 3 attempts and I take the highest grade. This allows them the opportunity to try the material once, make any adjustments that they need from the feedback that they receive, and then try it again. Depending on how easy or how hard the material is, you may just want to give them 1, or you may want to leave it as unlimited. We can set the questions to be shuffled randomly, and we can give them a new page for every question. And we can either give them a free navigation or sequential. So the shuffled randomly means that they're going to all receive different questions in different orders. This helps to cut down on any sort of cheating that may happen in the classroom if you have them all working at the same time. And the free navigation will allow them to go back and forth back to questions if they want to revisit things. Now we can shuffle answers within questions, so if we have multiple choice, we can make sure that they're not all receiving the same answer, so they can't just look over to their friend and say, hey, it's A, because their A may be different from their partner's A. And then we have a couple different options for question behavior. For review options, this is what they're able to see. So during the attempt, they can see the attempt, whether it's correct, marks, specific general feedback, right answer. After the attempt, they can see everything, including their overall. And if we want, we can change it so that after the quiz, they can't actually go back and check for the right answer. That way they can't leave one attempt over and open in one window while they try and answer the new version. Just some basic decimal places, display. We can set the restriction on attempts so we can require a password if we want only certain students to access this. We can require a network address so that they can only answer it from the school. We can also set a delay between first and second attempts and then between later attempts. So if we say that we want them, after they have their first attempt, if they don't do so great, we'll let them take their second attempt right away. If they still feel they need the third attempt, we can go ahead and make them wait 15 minutes after they have taken the second attempt. That way they actually have some time to think about what they've answered and go back and look at their notes. And we can make it a full screen pop-up with some JavaScript security to keep them from freely accessing the other parts of their computer if we wanted. So we can set feedback based on the grade they've attained. We can have them in separate or visible groups. And we'll get into the restrict access and completion in another video. So once we've got that, we can save and return to course or save and display.